Annyeong! Welcome to Dollightful! Today I'll be giving Hujoo Freya her face up, at last! She's been an empty gray shell for a while now, and although I've already made her wig and clothes, it's about time she got her custom face. If you're interested in purchasing Freya for yourself, she's available at junkiespot.com, listed below. To begin, I'm going to mix my favorite 2-part Apoxy Sculpt. Yeah, the color looks really gross because I haven't used it in a while. Ugh. It still works fine though. I'll be giving my Freya a few alterations. The sculpt as it is now resembles a short-haired kitty cat, but I want my Freya to look a bit fluffier. Using the epoxy, I'm going to extend the tips of her ears and shape them to look like tufts of fur. I also decided on the fly to add those funny ear flaps that cats have, you know? I don't know why exactly, they look really weird and funny, which makes them kind of fun to sculpt, I guess. I also added some sculpted fluff to Freya's cheeks. This was risky, and I knew it at the time, but I thought I'd give it a go. Changing the ears is one thing, but changing the sculpt right on the face may look amateurish if I don't do a good job blending it in. Wipe off stray epoxy with a wet cloth before it gets too dry. Once the epoxy is fully dry, I'm going to sand it down with tinier and tinier grades of sandpaper to make the transition as seamless and smooth as possible. To prepare for the face-up, I'm going to give Freya 2 layers of sealant, waiting the appropriate 30 minutes in between. Before I begin, I should mention that I was warned not to use acetone on this doll. She's ABS plastic, whatever that means, and apparently the materials don't jive. Thought you guys ought to know. Okay, now it begins! An airbrush would make concealing the transitions from epoxy to plastic seamless and easy, but I don't have an airbrush, so I'll just have to deal. I'll have to rely on my paint mixing ability and building up pastels with numerous layers of sealant in between if I want to get the same look. It's very light at first, but once the base pastels are in place, I move on to the eyeliner and begin accenting the mold with lines. I think it's safe to say she's got cat eye makeup, right? Some people ask me why I wear cotton gloves. That's to protect the plastic from the natural oils in my hands. Honestly, I don't definitively know if it makes a difference years down the line, but better safe than sorry. Sometimes I use the cotton gloves to blend in and blur the pastels, so they're a tool as well as a safeguard. Also, remember to keep that kneaded eraser handy to shape and erase pastels. Next, I'm adding whites to push the values of my design. Lots of people ask me if I wet my watercolor pencils when I draw. I never have, so I decided to try it out on this doll. It was alright, just another technique. Try it out to see if it suits you. I found it harder to control, but at the same time it did smooth out the texture. I should mention that I'm not showing you every time I seal the doll. You should seal your doll whenever you want to save your progress or build up more color. Towards the end, I relied more heavily on acrylic paints than my pencils in an attempt to fully conceal the epoxy. I think it did alright. I decided I'm going to add the eyelashes. To do this, gauge how long of a strip you'll need of fake eyelashes and trim them accordingly. Then use Elmer's glue all, the strong stuff, to delicately set them in place. Use toothpicks and tweezers to help you out. Gluing on eyelashes can feel a little finicky, but with patience you'll get it done. Time to set her googly eyes. Now, I've kept the doll strung this whole time because I don't know anything about stringing dolls. This is like my first BJD. So I'm going to keep the head on while I set the eyes as well, or at least I'm going to try to. I was told this silicone putty stuff works great for setting the eyes. I don't know if there's a correct method for putting it in place, but I'm just gonna go for it. Guys, I dropped one of the elastics. After a brief heart attack, to my relief, it didn't take too long to figure out a way to restring her. But before I did that, I went ahead and attached the other eye because it was easy to access. 완성해요! Time to play dress up. If you're interested in how I approached her clothes, check my previous 2 videos about how to make doll clothing. Oh, I should probably reattach her skull. I think she'd appreciate that. There we go. She's done at last! Yay! I'm overall very pleased, although I took a few risks that might have lowered the quality of the face-up in the end. I really wanted fluffy ears, but I just couldn't get the color gradation as smooth as I wanted with the tools I have. So if I ever do buy an airbrush, I'm gonna touch up that area for sure. I also ended up liking her with and without her wig. I've even considered maybe making her a second wig with black hair just to see how she looks, but for now I'm happy with her, and had a great time sharing the progress with you guys. As always, the materials I used are listed in the description box below, as well as in an entirely different video. If you think Freya turned out alright, hit that like button and subscribe to see more fun customizing videos. I'll see you next time! Stay artsy! 안녕!